Hello and welcome. My name is Casanova. We're here in Las Vegas at the Gartner Data Center Conference. We're here with Charlie Betz,
Carlos,
and Amit Agarwal from DataDog.
Nice to meet you, Carlos.
Thanks for joining us. It's great to have you on IT Chronicles. It's a lot of conversations we've been having. So tell us a little bit about DataDog, and you're in that operational metrics data sort of thing. Tell us a little bit about what you guys do.
Yeah, we're a 6-year-old company. We're based in Manhattan, about 300 employees,
Okay.
And we do monitoring for your hybrid cloud environments, where we monitor everything that you run on premise, as well as you're moving into the cloud, all of the monitoring of your applications in the cloud as well.
Okay. Yeah, I would assume that you must then integrate with service management processes and assist with availability management, those kinds of concerns?
Absolutely. So what we do is we monitor from end to end, from everything from service availability to operational metrics about all of your applications, to say how the applications are performing, how the experience for the people who are using the applications is, to business metrics and service availability. And specifically for service availability, what we do is we integrate with various ITSM providers like ServiceNow and Atlassian and so on. And when we find that a service is not operating as expected, we will create tickets with them, and we follow the entire workflow with service management products, from ticket creation to ticket resolution, and being a part of the troubleshooting process.
So it sounds like you're enabling and accelerating some of the workflow efforts that a lot of stuff we've been talking about, especially with the DevOps, growth and adoption. Charlie's a big on the DevOps. So it sounds like you're actually enabling and facilitating some of that to happen a little bit better, a little bit faster, maybe.
Absolutely. So one of the things that's changing in the IT world, as you know, monitoring is a very old
Sure.
Category and market.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that's changing is the underlying infrastructure on which you build your new applications is becoming very either public or private cloud oriented, where it's all abstracted out and it's all provision on demand and so on. And the other thing is that people are moving more and more toward microservices, containerization, and those
Yes.
types of technologies. So specifically, what we do is we provide you visibility and monitoring into these new platforms that people are building and running applications on, which is very difficult to do with your legacy monitoring products that were built with the premise that you provision and run your environments once a year.
So is it fair to say that this isn't your old school event monitoring
Absolutely,
type thing?
absolutely. So this is monitoring for a brand new world where legacy applications coexist with new microservices and modern applications that you have built on top of a very dynamic cloud or containerized infrastructure.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I would imagine that people would be able to define DataDog monitoring with using infrastructure as code techniques, perhaps?
Absolutely. Everything that we do in the product, so this is another, thank you for bringing that up, Charlie. One of the things that's different about our products from the legacy type of monitoring products is everything that you do within monitoring can also be defined in code. So for example, part of the monitoring is setting up various alerts, dashboards, and so on. So
Right.
everything in there can be driven via code. So there's APIs that drive all of that. So in fact, we have customers who will drive the entire process of building applications, to putting them in staging, to taking them to production, and also as a part of that process, applying dashboards and alerts and alarms and all of that through code within DataDog. So they don't touch the UI and click on buttons and create different dashboards
Right.
in those cases.
So who do you reach out to when you guys are trying to get with new client stuff? Who is it that you go and talk to? Is it somebody at the lower level of technology? Is it leadership? How do you introduce, because it sounds a little different than maybe what a lot of folks might be normal, that you'd reach out to.
Absolutely, and thank you for bringing that up, Carlos. It's a combination of both things. So at one level, we have a product that's very easy for people to deploy and use themselves. So the actual practitioners, the DevOps engineers, they will come to our website and sign up for the product and try it for themselves. And that's where the world of IT is going in some ways, because it's becoming much more self-serve, much less oriented toward professional services and so on. So they come to our website and they try the product and use the product themselves. In addition to that, we also reach out to the senior management within the company, like CIOs and VPs of IT, who are embarking on digital modernization or IT operations modernization projects where they're trying to fit into their world what the reference architecture looks like, what are some of the investments that they need to make, and so on. So we help them build that and figure out the place of cloud and monitoring and containers in their world, in their new world, which includes both legacy and modern stuff.
Very cool. Any particular verticals that you're finding traction in?
Yeah, the initial set of verticals, as you can probably imagine, are the same verticals that adopt new technologies first. So it's been media, gaming, entertainment, because all of these verticals, they have similar characteristics in being able to serve a lot of content via websites, via various different applications. So those were the first set of verticals that we got customers in. So SaaS companies is another one that's very, very, very strong vertical for us. But in this year, we've seen a very strong demand from financial services, from those companies that are a little bit more risk averse, but they are also moving in the same direction because they see that some of these technologies have proven themselves out at scale at other large companies, so they're starting to adopt some of them themselves.
Wow. Well, that sounds great. I mean, especially with the inclusion of some of the new stuff, the containerization, the microservice. That's one thing that kind of piqued my curiosity right away, because we're not hearing a lot of. We hear the conversations about those in those specific areas, but not so much the consumption of it through other things. So that sounds great. Sounds like you guys are on an exciting path. So thanks for joining us. It's great to have you. We'd love to, talk to you again. I think as microservices and containers kind of get more adopted, I'm curious to see how this really progresses. I see a lot of maturity coming up. So thanks for joining us, and we'll look forward to bringing you on again. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you.